Well, we've decided to make a fondant cake wrap of this embossed paper. There's some amazing detail here that we know we can pick up. And we did. This is the yellow fondant. I'll show you how to do this. You can make a mold box with tin foil in almost any shape you want. Just reinforce the edges, fold them up, and make sure that no melted ComposiMold is going to fall through these corners. Smooth out the bottom of the mold box so it's nice and flat, and hot glue your embossed paper down to the bottom of this mold box. Press it out nice and smooth and make sure that all the edges are glued down. Spray the surface of the paper and the tinfoil mold box with a food-safe mold release. The instructions for melting ComposiMold are on the lid of your container. Heat the ComposiMold until there's just a small chunk that's still unmelted. The hot ComposiMold will melt it and bring the temperature of the ComposiMold down so that when you pour it, it's not too hot. Set your mold aside on a level surface and let it solidify. It's easy to peel the mold away from the tinfoil because of the mold release I sprayed earlier. I flip my mold over and begin to trim a very clean line around the edge of the paper with a clean and sharp knife. And because I sprayed the mold release on the paper, I can easily peel the embossed paper away from my new mold and check out the detail that I picked up with my ComposiMold. I begin the casting process by softening my fondant with a rolling pin, and I lay out a nice thin sheet into my mold and press it down in with my fingers and make sure that I'm getting all the details of the mold. Use a rolling pin if the heat of your fingers adds too much warmth to the fondant. Carefully flip your fondant casting out of the mold and check out the detail we were able to pick up. Trim along the edge of your fondant casting and use any extra fondant to pick up little small details that you would like from your mold and peel them away very carefully as well. I'm using a sharp, clean knife to cut around the details of a beautiful flower in this fondant casting, and I can also use cookie cutters for other shapes that I'd like to create. Carefully lift your fondant casting and wrap it around your cake. A metal pot was used in this case for the sake of this video so that you could get a sense of how you could lay some of the small detailed flowers on top based on your design. Thank you for your questions and inspiring this video.